All right. So let me see here. Is everything working? Looks like it is. Really quick video here, just to go over what I'm calling I just Groundhog Days for right now. But this has been happening a lot lately. Happening a lot lately in the market. Basically, when we reach the uh, second extension here on the fib, right? Until yesterday, right? I was just doing it for today. Usually, what I do is, and I'm just starting off here without intros or anything, but usually aiming for the 1.5 or the 2 just to see to what extent the market will stretch to maybe get a bounce back to London low or some other area of high liquidity. Right here, again, yesterday, same thing. We had to sell off, or we had a pause right here, right? And these aren't levels that you just like as soon as you tap, you just buy into. But I just find it interesting because this has been happening over. I mean, I've seen this for years, but I'm just documenting it now because it's happening a lot lately where we have days that repeat like this. And the fibs really help you to take a look at what's happening. Right here, it's not exactly the same. Just to show you how they work, at least with the levels that I have set. Right, see, so here, right, we have this little rundown to the 0.5. At the 0.5, we then bounce out. Ignore the white dotted line for right now because that's not relevant to this day. But based on purely the fibs, you see how you get that reaction, right? You get back above this area here, which is my London low. And then once we do a little retest, come back out, and then you have that move into London high. It's not clean, right? But it is a move towards that area. Here, if you go back, right, the groundhog analogy is really just to yesterday and today, how crazy they match up. But here you can see the same thing, right? You had the sell off, right? You did get a reaction here. You closed back above this 1.5, and they're negative 1.5, and then went back up to test the high, and then it was a little jittery back and forth, but it gives you a good idea because look again here, that they did bottom out at that -2. This day was low. I think this was Monday, right? Yeah, the holiday where we closed early. Let me do this one here, and again, it's gonna be a short video, but just to show how these extensions are playing a role in helping you identify where the market might be exhausting. So this was not as clear, right? Here you had attempts at London high, then we broke over. I mean, you see the struggle right here at the 0.5, and then after that session closes, then we go into Asia. Um, I'll do one more here. It's a really good way to visualize again where we could go. You know, so here again, London, sorry, New York session opened. We retested London high and then went all the way to this extent here. Um, and that's really where the session ended. But that's really what I wanted to cover, just how that works and how these extensions do help you get a grasp on where we could start to see signs of a potential reversal to then move again. I would say to London low, which is an area that's often targeted, like yesterday, right? Came down here into this. Obviously, we have these big wicks, and you have to on a 15-minute time frame. I'm not going to break all this down right now, but you come here, you wick it, you come back over, you retest, come out, and then you start building back to get to here. Where you're going to find your entries yesterday was pretty tricky. I could cover that in another video. I think I actually did. Yeah, I covered yesterday this part in my video. I went over, I believe it was this retest right here or this one, I can't remember. But basically catching this retest and getting in somewhere around here. Not specifically based on fibs, based on other factors that are in the video. Um, but it's a good way, again, to see. So from here, we could start building a demand based off of this candle right here, right? And maybe do another retest. And kind of like what happened yesterday, it was very back and forth, eventually getting to its final point before the session closed on New York. Um, Similar thing could happen today. You just got to feel it out. But that's really just what I wanted to cover is how you can use those fib extensions and how the market's basically been having these groundhog days where it does very similar moves. So yesterday's not identical, but it's pretty darn close, right? We had a sell off right at the open, and then we had a slow recovery back to London low. So yeah, let's see how the day plays out. Just wanted to record this small thing, have it documented. It's also some good info to get an idea again of how far we could run before we possibly start turning around. So, all right, till next time.